Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Panthers' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Hit right back to the line.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from the loss.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Seminoles offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during...
Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this...
Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanky, of course, we go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's going for a big play downfield. He caught it! Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. Understand how to get there. Finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Pitt pushing the pace. They'll run it from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Just ran him over. Tackled after picking up the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? Think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Noles have this offense rolling. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Renfro. And he's running in the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been hovering.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. Lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still running at the 40. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Pitt right back to the line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Floating away. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, no! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. And I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Got a lot of running room. At the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's hauled in at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Afterburners coming. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, and an array of possibilities here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56-28.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Dropping back, going through his progression. There's nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Complete out of the backfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The Seminoles get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just You could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And, guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were. They knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of